What's going on, good people? Nature Boy checking in. Hey, I'm having a lot of wonderful discussions pop up on my timeline. A lot of folks is hitting my inbox about, the changing of the guard, how, we're in need to repair our own system, how we're in need to build our own system. And, I just want to really throw, what we're doing here in Atlanta into the bucket. And we are building hyperlocal food systems in Atlanta, and then we're also going nationwide with the same prototype. And what we're doing now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we've been intentional about spending at least $20 a week with our community. And my friend Miranda, Tea and Transplants, she always says that we need to divest from the billionaire class and invest into our own hyperlocal economy. And that's just what we've been doing. And $20 goes a long way. And I'm just going to articulate exactly what we've been doing. Now, in a nutshell, this movement is called a hyperlocal food system movement. And when you think of hyperlocal food systems, the first thing that people generally think about is farmers. Farmers. I myself, yes, we are a farm. But this hyperlocal food system is bigger than just farmers. Although it has farmers in it, we have gardeners, we have homesteaders, we got bread makers, we got people who started foraging, we got people who make things with their hands. So we are all on this app called Farm Fresh 24/7, and we are taking a pact, a vow. We're intentionally spending our money with each other before we step out. So in a nutshell, that's what the hyperlocal food system movement is. It's a bunch of regular 9-to-5ers who started figuring that they can cut costs by growing food, who figure that they can increase their health by baking their own bread because they know that other store-bought stuff has 20 something ingredients in it, and when they make it, it's only 5. And then, it's people who figured out, the best recipe for a body butter because they realized that toxins were being leached into their skin by buying the things at the grocery store. So again, this is just regular old people who have the capacity and the audacity to grow, bake, or make their own products because they see that the value is maintained when they do it themselves. Okay, so I got a whole board ready for y'all, a whole presentation. So the first thing to notate is that we're using the app Farm Fresh 24/7. Our whole movement is called Collectively Sustainable. This is the hyperlocal food system movement, Collectively Sustainable. And what we're doing is, again, pledging to buy from each other, rely on each other so that we create that sustainable mechanism. So again, this is free to download. Farm Fresh 24/7. You can download it on Google and Apple stores for free, or you can type in www.farmfresh247.com. This is essential. This app literally populates your screen with the people that is closest to you. So you can minimize your radius as far down as you want to, or you can make it as big as you want to. You can make it worldwide and see everybody, or you can minimize it into a 50-mile radius. So what we're doing with the hyperlocal food system is we are procuring our goods within a 50-mile radius. So all of these people are within my 50-mile radius. This is a brief synopsis. This is not all the things that I bought. It's a good bit of them, but I just wanted to show you examples of what the impact of $20 a week does. So these are a couple items over about a 6 to 7, maybe 8-week period. So I might be a little off of my 20 a month showing here, but I've spent way more than that, believe me. So Miss L, I bought some jam from her for $7, right? Jazz, Healing Hipster, her farm is on the west side of Atlanta. I bought some plant starch from her, $20. Ayla, she's a bread maker, Teal Family Foods. Now notice that I'm saying these people's names. That's a big part of this. The hyperlocal food system movement is really where you build a community of people who have the skills necessary to sustain. So we're buying from each other and we're building strong bonds with people to where I can understand their name. Like, this is a big part of what we're looking for. We want to know the people that we're buying our goods from because we want to be able to ask, hey, what did you put in that? What did you put in that bread? What did you put in that jam? How did you make it even? So, Ayla, Teal Family Foods, we bought banana bread, 2 loaves. They're $12 a piece, $24. Down here, Miss Zim, I bought soap and deodorant. Soap is going for $4 a bar, and deodorant going $5 a stick. We bought some Pop Tarts from Miss Juke. These are just a sweet little treat, man. Homemade Pop Tarts. Why not? Uh, Mika, the butter shop. Uh, she has body butter. We bought that for $12. And we have Adjua, which is my favorite farmer, your favorite farmer's favorite farmer. We bought fresh produce from her when our stuff was still kind of struggling to pop up. Um, so this in and of itself, I spent $135. I want to go a little further. I want to really articulate what this $20 a week thing means. So again, let's go back up to Miss L. Let's say her jam, her preserves cost about $2 to make. She charged $7. That means she took home $5. $5 out of the $7 that I paid her, 5 of it stays in my community. Versus buying jam or jelly from the store and all of it leaving my community. Second one, we got Jazz, plant starts. Now she's a farmer as well. She starts her plants from seeds that she saves from the previous year. She pays $0 for her seeds. Now, I spent $20 to get the plants from her. All of my $20 stays in my community versus, again, going to a nursery or a big box store that is basically funneling it back to that billionaire corporation class. And these are just examples, y'all. I'm just going to show you quick examples. And again, lastly, Miss Ayla in the banana bread. Now, one of these loaves I gave to my mechanic just because he likes it, man. And that's how we do it around here. We really kick it like judo. But $24 is what her loaves cost for 2, so $12 a piece. Out of the $12, or excuse me, out of the $24, it's about $3 per loaf, so $6. Out of the $24 I paid her, 6 went to the big box store. Let's act as if she still has to go to the big box store to get ingredients, right? The goal is for us to start getting our ingredients from those farmers, the farmers who are out there who aren't really visible yet, right? Our goal is to get our whole ingredients from the farmers. So we are ultimately skipping over the corporations and the big box stores altogether. But for now, we're playing it like it is. If she has to get flour and egg and yeast and all these things from the store, then guess what? The store only gets $6 out of the 24 that I paid her. That means $18 stays in my community. $18 stays in my community. This is what we're doing with our $20 a week. So it's more impactful because everybody is looking to, I'm not going to say beat the system, but we're trying to move away from the system and continue to be sustainable. And this is the way we're doing it here in Atlanta. Again, out of all these items that I purchased, it was $135 total, right? Out of the $135, only 26 went to the big box. $26 goes to the big box for the raw ingredients. And $109 out of my 135 stayed in my community. That's impactful. That's how we win the game. We stop buying from these jokers and we start buying from each other. Even if we have to give them a little money to get the raw resources until we find suppliers. Wink, wink. This is where we need everybody to spread the word about Farm Fresh 24/7. If you see a farmer, go to your farmers markets, visit. This app is free. It's a free resource. So the farmers can get seen by people like you and I who are looking to buy goods from a trusted source, an ethical source, right? And this is how we do it, y'all. So I just want to show you that real quick. This is the real math. What your $20 a week does is really give the big box stores and the big corporations a fraction of our money, and we continue to pull the money back into our own communities. Now, it's a whole nother spread to this, y'all. It's a part 2. Y'all click part 2, man, and you're going to see how we make this sustainable by being prosumers.